Hi everybody, it's Nikki. One thing that brings me so much joy is the time I get to spend with my girlfriends. And I hosted our Divas Brunch at dinner. And it was such an amazing night. And today I'm going to show you one of my favorite recipes from that night, right here on Extra Sugar, Cooking in the Kitchen with Nikki. Anybody that knows me knows that I absolutely love pasta. And one of my favorites is ravioli. So one of the dishes that I did for the night was a cheese ravioli paired with a beef tenderloin with a chocolate cognac cream sauce. It's really easy, but it's really, really good. And of course, it has a couple of my favorite ingredients: bacon, butter, sugar. Well, no bacon this time, but you can add bacon if you want to. But anyway, let's get started. So I have the tenderloin beef medallions today. We're gonna season them with some of our Montreal steak seasoning. Just get them coated really good. And then next, I just like to put a little bit of olive oil on the meat. And as well, we're gonna get our pan ready to sear them just a little bit. Now that our pan is nice and hot, we're going to sear our medallions, and all we want to do is sear those for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Now, if you like your beef well, medium well, you can just let it sear on both sides, but it's up to you. If you like it more well, then you want to pop it in the oven for about 25 minutes. So now that our medallions are seared, we're going to pop those in the ovens and get started on our chocolate cognac cream sauce. So let's get started with our cognac cream sauce. So we're going to add a tablespoon of butter. You're going to let that start to melt. And while that's melting, you're going to add some mushrooms and shallots. You're just going to saute those a little bit. And then we're going to add a little garlic and some brown sugar. We don't have any bacon, but we got butter and sugar. Bacon, butter, sugar makes everything taste better. And then about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And then you're just gonna let those saute and those flavors just kind of mix together. And while that's sauteing, I have a double broiler already started. All that is you're putting water in one pot, and then you're gonna have your bowl on top, and we call that a double broiler to melt our chocolate chips. And we're gonna make this pot work two ways for us today, right? Now we're just gonna add a little bit of salt to our water just to help our ravioli not stick. And then we're gonna add our ravioli to the pot. All right. That's just a regular cheese ravioli I bought from the store. Making ravioli homemade is another whole show. We're not gonna do that today. We're gonna keep it simple. So you can use any kind of ravioli. If you like the tortellini, you can use spaghetti, penne pasta, whatever pasta you like. But today I choose to use the ravioli because I love ravioli. So we're just gonna turn up the heat just a little bit on our ravioli here so our chocolate can start melting. But with your chocolate, you just steady, just keep whisking it as your chocolate melts. Now, with our heavy cream, we're gonna add a little bit of beef base. And this is about 2 cups of heavy cream. Our beef base and some cornstarch. This is just going to be a thickener to help our sauce, thicken. So you can just whisk that together real good. And the beef just gives it a little bit of flavor. Okay, so we got that all whisked together. Now you're just going to pour some of that into your pot there. Stir that up there. And then I would advise when we get ready to add this cognac that you take your pot off of your heat, because it is flammable and you could pour and make a mistake or whatever. So you just want to pour it in. This is about a cup. And then you can bring it back to your heat and just start mixing it together. That's looking really, really good. So my girlfriends and I, we have about 40 years of friendship. Some of us met through our jobs, but the majority of us met at school and just developed these friendships that's lasted a lifetime. And I tell you, that night of the brunch, we had so much laughter, we had prayer, we had fellowship, we even had some tears, but most of all, we had some really good food. Along with the beef tenderloin and the ravioli, I did a chicken and waffles, the shrimp and grits, Brussels sprouts with the Parmesan and garlic on it. We just had some really good food, and all of those things I mentioned are, of course, in my cookbook, Extra Sugar, Cooking in the Kitchen with Nikki, The Journey, and it's available on Amazon. So go get your cookbook. Okay, so this is done. Our raviolis are done, so we're gonna drain those. And then our beef is ready. Let's go get it out the oven. So let's slice our beef. Oh, this looks really good. It looks amazing. Okay, so let's get with the plating. We're gonna first put just a little bit of sauce on the bottom of my dish, so that way we get some out of every bite. You're just gonna put your ravioli in here. Now I just like to take some of the medallions and just put them on top here. Oh, this looks really good. One of our girlfriends, Angie, who we love so dearly, she passed from sarcoidosis, but we always feel her in spirit, and every time we're together, we always think about her, honor her. She was the epitome of love. Every time you were in her presence, she loved on you, she kissed on you, she hugged you, and there's some times that we all just miss those moments with her, but we love her, we miss her, I tell you. I'm just gonna sprinkle some Parmesan on top, and then just a little parsley for garnish. So there it is, the cheese ravioli with the chocolate cognac cream sauce. It looks amazing and it smells really good. And you can wow your guests with something like this. Our lives are but a vapor. So we want to make sure that we cherish every moment we get to spend with all of the people that we love. And just take that time out sometimes to make sure that we're, getting in contact with one another, spending time with one another, loving on each other. I'll see you next time on Extra Sugar, Cooking in the Kitchen with Nikki.